really want to jump into. Let's talk about Jaycee Horn. All right. Jaycee Horn. I actually did a live on TikTok yesterday. And I said that I think Jaycee Horn is better than Trayvon Diggs. I truly believe that. The issue with Trayvon Diggs, to me personally, is Trayvon Diggs is a bait and switch type of guy. If he's not getting interceptions, he's getting burnt. Like if you turn on the film, the last 2 years statistically, he has given up the most yards in the NFL out of any corner. He's given up the most yards. Now, I will be a little softer on Trayvon Diggs because he did just start playing corner like 6 years ago, like 5 years. It's recently. Like he just started playing corner, so I'll be a little lenient with him on that. And that's why his ball skills are so well.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I think Jaycee Horn is a true lockdown corner when he plays. And that's going to probably get into the point that you want to get to, because I know you've been hard on him about the injuries, and I agree. The best ability is availability, brother. You can't really do nothing if you're not on the field. But to me, Jaycee Horn is a top 7 or 8 corner. I'm gonna name you my top 7 right now. These are my top 7 corners in the NFL right now. No order, but this is mine. Sauce Gardner's going in there somewhere. He's a stud off rip. Patrick Surtain is going in there somewhere off rip immediately. I don't care what, immediately he's going in there for me. Then I'm going to go ahead and say Jalen Ramsey. I know a lot of people have slept on Jalen Ramsey. I'm still putting him in my top 5, in my personal opinion. Now, has he fell off a little bit? Yeah, Jalen has, but I still think he's a top, 5 safety, 5 corner. Jair Alexander, I'm putting him in there. I think he is super underrated. I don't know why people don't talk about Jair Alexander. I played against that dude in high school. He's an absolute stud. Jair Alexander would be in my top 5. Also, as well, I would probably go ahead and say Marlon Humphreys. A lot of people don't talk about him either. He is a legit top 5 corner in the league. That would be my top 5. So then when we start getting towards 6, 7, and 8, that area, that's when I start thinking about Jaycee Horn, Trayvon Diggs, guys like that. That's when I start looking in that area. How do you feel about that list, and what would you kind of say would be your list?
Yeah, I like the list that you said. I think when we talk about Trayvon Diggs at corner, he is a ball hawk for sure. When it comes to throwing the ball his way, it's either going to be a pick or possibly a touchdown. You know what I mean? He did get better last year, a lot better than he was the year before, which is saying something because he led the league in interceptions the year before. But I think he's improving, and he's getting to the point to where he's starting to become, more of that lockdown corner. I don't think he's top 5 good, in terms of Diggs, but in terms of my top corners, I think Sauce got to be I probably got Sauce at number 1, to be honest.
Yeah,
he was absolutely outstanding last year. Patrick Surtain, same, really my top 3 the same as yours. Gardner, Surtain, Ramsey. I like those guys really in the top 3. Another guy that I still got ranked really high. He's old and he's bounced around. He's been on 3 teams in the last 3 years. But give me Stephon Gilmore, man. I still think Stephon Gilmore still got it. I wish that Carolina had kept him and paid him, because he still got it, man. In terms of like mentorship and leadership, he was a much needed presence on the team. And I hate that he's gone. And then I got another underrated name. I think AJ Terrell is a bit underrated. I know we talked about this the other day, but he has really, really, really great games, and then he have like one really bad game, and everybody's like, oh, he's trash, blah blah blah.
Right.
No, I think AJ Terrell, he's better than most corners in the NFL right now. But I would honestly have Horn in terms of his potential and in terms of his actual ability. Horn is probably a top 5, 6 corner in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. I would have him at 6 or 7.
Yeah, he just don't play enough games for me to go ahead and say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we got guys like Ramsey, Surtain, Sauce. I know he's only been in the league 1 year, but those guys are consistent. You know what I'm saying? They're on the field and they're consistently going after that wide receiver one. You know what I mean? They follow, they trail, right? Jair Alexander is another guy, like you said, consistently on the field.
Yeah.
But a guy like Jaycee Horn, you know what I mean? His talent is up there with those guys, but his availability is lacking. You know what I mean? I seen the stat. Jaycee Horn, I believe, was eligible for 34 games in his career thus far, so 17 across 2 seasons. And he's only played 16 games. You know what I mean? And that's
Not even
across
a
two
full
seasons.
season.
Yeah, so not even a full season, and he's going into year 3. Yeah, Tariq Woolen is another guy.
He's another good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
very good corner
I
as well.
forgot one too that I actually mentioned on live on TikTok. I know he got hurt last year, but people forget how great Tre'Davious White is. I would
Yeah,
put him right up there with Humphreys from the Ravens. He's
yeah.
right up there with him. But yeah.